Leaving Marsden Cove with Fiona back in the dinghy. Who's been a bad girl? Alright, I hope you're cooking up a nice feed down there, Fiona. Oh, I like the smell of bacon in the morning. Here we are, we're trying to get through Marsden Cove without ruining any $1 million yachts with no motor. Well, we've actually got Mr. Stinky turned on. We've got 4.5 minutes left before he overheats, and we might be able to get through the channel. On low tide, the wind is just starting to come in. So yeah, we couldn't quite get out of the channel without turning the engine on, because we're going to run into a $1 million boat, which would have been all sorts of uncomfortable. Mainly for him, because I'm aluminium and he's fiberglass. So yes, Marsden Cove with no engine, or a limited engine that's about to overheat, is not always fun. Can be a little challenging, but we can do it. Did it yesterday. So yeah, good. Less than a metre. All right. Oh yeah, like 20 feet off the edge of the yacht. We're in the mud bank. At least it's a steep mud bank. We're not going to get stuck high and dry. Guess that's a bonus. It's an absolute crack of a morning, and the wind is just starting to come in. So we needed to get out of here before the wind came in, and that's what we're doing. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to get off that dock. Alright Fiona, jump back on board. In fact, you could give it a little bit more rev. Letting Fiona back on board so she can cook me some more breakfast. I'm going to get beaten with a stick in a moment. No, Fiona just cooked breakfast a moment ago. It was delicious. We had fresh New Zealand smoked bacon and eggs.
I don't want to record that I'm eating bacon.
Oh, I'm just sure you slipped a couple of pieces of bacon.
I never.
I'm almost converted a vegetarian to bacon.
Never. No, I didn't. Don't want that on record.
On record, Fiona's like knocked over half a kilo of bacon.
No. I still apologise to everyone who eats bacon that is on the whole carcinogen.
But it's so goddamn tasty, Fiona. Whatever they put in there to make it carcinogenic tastes so good.
I'm glad you liked it.
I did. There's a good chance I'll be eating that carcinogen again tomorrow.
Fresh avocados.
Well, we put that on there as well. What do we got now? We got about 1.7 depth. 1.8. Alright, that's not so bad. And we can see the tide is pretty much ripping in. The boat over there is on a mooring, is hanging off its mooring already, so it's an indicator that the tide is coming through, and the tide comes in here at about 2 knots, maybe 2.5 start of the tide. How are we going for temperature, Fiona?
Yeah, it's 19.
It's what?
19.
Shut it off. Pull string. Alright, that's a bit too hot. Yep, exciting, sort of. Beautiful, yes. Brisk, of course, it's New Zealand. But yeah, look at that scenery. I mean, that's coming out of Marsden Cove. It's like something out of Jurassic Park. It's insane, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful part of the world.
Getting around this green marker.
Yeah.
Being pushed into it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're starting to feel the tide now. It's starting to push us a bit.
See the tide by that green marker.
Yeah, exactly. certainly feel it when the motor goes off. You lose all that thrust.
I'm going to get back in the dinghy and get ready to pack up the...
Back in the dinghy? No, Fiona. I can leave you out of the dinghy for 5 minutes. Toilet break.
Thank you, Captain.
We should be all right in a minute. But we are like doing a whacking 0.2 of a knot, breaking all sorts of New Zealand speed records.
Wow, it's so gorgeous. There's nice walks up there. Those rocky
Is it?
peaks. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
At least there's some rocky peak on this side. I've walked up there.
I've walked over the headland over there, where the sun's coming from. There's a headland where I've gone walking before. There's a great little mooring over in the bay there. It's fantastic. All right. TinTin sailing out of Marsden Cove. We weren't going fast enough, so we needed to get some additional speed. We got the sail. It's given us 0.3 of a knot. What are we doing? Well, we're doing 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, oh, back to 1 knot. There we go.
This is a rope that excitingly broke yesterday when we were
Trying to moor in a gale.
In a gale. What a knot it was.
That rope's going to find itself a new home in a bin. It's UV damaged. That's what happens when you get UV damaged rope.
Thrown to me as we were being pulled onto the mooring by another boat. Thrown to me and then immediately snapped.
Yeah, we needed to get off the queue mooring to let another boat get on the queue mooring in the night, and it was blowing 20 knots, 25 knots, and we were getting pushed on, and then we needed to get help to get off there with the work boat. And yeah, let's just say it was exciting for a few minutes, surrounded by very expensive boats. I wasn't too wrapped about the whole idea of getting off the queue dock at that time, but we are here. We're sailing, and life is good. What a day. This is why you come to New Zealand. Like, it's just fucking spectacular. And I'm just talking about Fiona. We're almost at Oceanic Marina. We've been coming up on the morning tide. Still quite a beautiful day. Fiona has been navigating us up the river successfully. There's no mud on the keel. Fortunate for us, the weather is absolutely beautiful. Our little outboard has been doing an absolutely sterling job. So yeah, we're heading up to where that large lift crane is in the distance. That's the marina we're hauling out on. We're due to haul out tomorrow, having some comms issues, so I can't get hold of them today. To Whangerei. I have to say, I wasn't planning on using a 10 horsepower outboard motor to get all the way from New Caledonia to New Zealand, but we have. Little Mariner has worked like a fucking champion. And yeah, and we're almost at the end of our journey, so we get up here, get up on the hard, get Barry to check out the motor and tell me whether it's rebuildable or whether we need to get a new one. But yeah, that's the plan, is get the boat out, get the work done, and get ready for the next adventure.
Being lifted onto the hard. Tell me if there's something I can do to help.
Just pop that around the watch. guys are very professional. So very happy to be coming out here. Come out here once before, and it was very professional, very slick. So yeah, it's a great marina. Oceanic Marine, Oceania